What if you could create one free profile that allows you to post jobs, unlimited jobs, text with industry's top talent, and go directly to contract with them without having to spend a single penny on recruiting tools like LinkedIn Sales Navigator, etc. Sounds good? What if I also told you that on this platform, every service provider that you can browse will have only validated skills that are validated by industry's leading subject matter experts, so that you can be sure that everybody who has information on their profile is actually 100% legit. If that is something that you're interested in, then this video here is for you. Hi, my name is Linus and I'm one of the content creators here at Panameer.com and Panameer's expert for supply chain management and manufacturing in Oracle Cloud. And in this video here, you will learn how to create a free profile on Panameer.com to post jobs, chat with the leading service providers in the Oracle Cloud industry, and even go directly to contract without limitations and without even spending a single penny. So let's get right into it. First, let's take a quick look at the registration process. So how can you register and build a converting profile on Panameer.com? Well, first step is to create a profile. The next step is to verify your email address. That's also something that you should know from every other platform as well. Then in the third step, we want to complete your profile information, meaning who are you, what are you doing, what are you specializing in, right? So for example, you could say, hey, I'm a recruiter and I'm specializing in corp-to-corp contracts in Oracle Cloud on the functional side or on the technical side. You could say I'm a project manager and I'm recruiting or buying services right for our project. You could say you are a system implementer with your own boutique consultancy. You get the idea. Now from there, we have the most important step, and that is what I told you in the intro. On Panameer, we actually validate every single person. We are very aware that we don't want to become the next LinkedIn when there is a ton of fake profiles, phishing, scams, people not showing up, people lying on their profiles. Then you have problems really validating if they know what they really talk about. Then you bring them on the interview, etc., etc. We don't want any of that. That is why we're validating every single profile. That includes not only all the service providers, but also you as the service buyer. And as soon as we validated you, you will have full access to Panameer's full functionality. In your case, posting jobs and buying services. Now, let's jump out of here and get right onto the platform. Here we are on Panameer.com, and what I want to do is I want to sign up as Bobby the buyer. So I'm going to navigate to here, click on sign up, and then I'll put in all my personal information. But before that, you got to be careful because we have two different options to sign up. We have either talent, or what we will in the future name service provider, or we have recruiters like you probably, or what we will call in the future service buyers. So make sure if you're on the buying side, want to post jobs, you want to hire people, that you select recruiter. Then let me put in my personal information here. That's it. And now I click on first agreeing to the terms of service and then click on sign up now. And then we see your account has been created and it sends you to this page where you immediately can start editing your profile. What we want to do first though is verifying our email address. So here I opened my email program and it tells me, hey, I got a new email to verify your email address. It shows you the same graphic that I just showed you before. It's very straightforward. You just click on the link to verify that this is actually your email address. So click on here. So now you see here the error message disappeared. Our email is now verified. And what we want to do now is come up with a good tagline. Tagline is important because when you look at the profiles and somebody is browsing Panameer, this is what they will see. For example, this here says new self-service hiring specialist or senior Oracle Cloud recruiter or focused Oracle Cloud employer. I would like something a little bit more specific maybe. So let me go back to the dashboard and put something in here like senior Oracle Cloud recruiter with, let's say, focus on UK or based in the UK or whatever you want to put in there, right? So at least this tells me something about your profile. That's why the tagline is important. Now let's go back and look at how these profiles here are looking. And I want to open this here, for example. Let's say click on full profile, and it should show me some text. This here is basically your description field. So that is what we want to put in here. You can have a job title, let's say, for example, senior recruiter again. And then you can add some text here, right? I think you are the best to talk about your qualifications, what you are doing, what your role is, right? So enter something here that is important, because people will actually use this here. At least I, as a service provider, as a consultant, I usually use this to see all the different jobs that you posted. For example, this recruiter here, she has a lot of different jobs on Oracle Cloud, also in SCM. And I will scroll all of this here, and this profile should look presentable, right? Now, let's go back and scroll a little bit down. You can add a profile photo. That's very much recommended. Otherwise, you only get this small avatar here. And the normal background will default to recruiter. So if you want, select another banner photo. That's what it's called, like, to show a little bit more about, for example, your workspace or whatever. Just remember to not include personal information or your personal branding in there, because that is against our terms of service. The last thing that we want to put in is your location. So you can just click on this symbol here. It will default your address, and then you're pretty much good to go. So what we want to do is click on Save and Update first, and then click on this button here, View My Profile. It should open it in a new window, and this here is your profile, or at least my profile. And you see it looks kind of odd because I didn't add enough text here. I just skipped my description. So I highly advise you to put something in here. But let's say now, for the moment, I'm happy. People can actually follow me, right? I have information here. I have my tagline. I could have put a picture up here. Let's go back. And now the last step, if you remember from our registration, that you have to take before we validate you, is to apply for validation. And also, if you scroll up, it tells you that right here you have a big button reminding you you're not validated yet. So what you want to do is click on Profile Validation, and this will ask you for identification document and maybe even some more information. Not going to show you how you upload a driver's license here. That is something that you can figure out yourself. But as I said before, it's very important. It's important to us. So it may take 1, 2, 3 days for us to actually validate your profile and be back to you maybe with some more questions. And then as soon as you're validated and your whole profile is completely active, then you will be able to post a job, text industries, top service providers, go to contract, etc. And that's what we're going to cover in the next videos.